Pappy, let's talk it out. What's it like? What's life all about? Oh, Pappy, say your piece. Laugh at yourself, slap your knee.
Recorded at Flipside Theater in Superior, Colorado, this is Pappy Hour with your hosts, Lucas Buddy and Eric Thompson.
Eric, today's episode, man, wow. There was a lot of emotional depth in that. We really went to some places that I don't think we've had a chance to go to in some other ones. I think I like the way this is trending. So, well, I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, Lucas, I really appreciated how David...
Can I stop us for a second? Yeah. I realized that we did this thing on a couple of intros where I was like, Eric, and then you're like, Lucas.
Right.
Listening back to it, I'm like...
Right, I just wasn't sure if I should use your name just to do it.
No, I love it. Listen, if I'm thinking it, there's other people that are thinking it, so...
Yeah. You know, man, what I think I appreciated most about today was just how honest, and in here we could see and not just feel the emotion. I think it's going to be felt. Yeah. And just the key theme of perseverance just is throughout this, and familial role models and how important they play.
So important. I mean, you don't understand how the choices that you make in life are impacting future generations in your family. Sometimes ever, but they are. Yeah. Right? The things that you do for them are important.
And I think what is amazing is not all of us had that opportunity to have those positive role models. Sure. But if you're listening to some of these casts, you've got an opportunity to change that cycle, to change that experience for your own kid and for your own being, and your name is going to be discussed.
Yeah, he talks a lot about his solo hiking stuff, and something that made me think of is like, you know, you can't get caught up on the mistakes that you make when you're on a hike like that, because it'll stop you, and you have to keep going in order to get to your destination. So it's not about how well or how poor you have done. It's what decisions you make going forward,
and getting through.
Through. Yeah. So guys, and gals, and everyone in between, anybody listening to this that's enjoying Pappy Hour, thank you for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy David. Let's
go.
Do it.
I also think another drive is, you know, when we're out in public and you see dads with their kids, you almost want to go up to them, and sometimes I do, and I go up and I check them out, and I say, hey, you know, we're running a podcast of, you know, Pappy Hour, talking about dads and becoming dads. Would you be interested? And it is surprising how many people have some interest. So our next step, we've got to get some business cards out there, but word of mouth and all that kind of stuff. But soon we'll have merchandise. So it's going to be great, man.
This is a whole like group venture. So any ideas you have, like throw them our way.
No, I love the name Pappy Hour, and I could see that being a T-shirt that dads wear, and
100%.
There's some pride in that.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's interesting, like the power that being a dad like holds. Like, I've always wanted to be a dad, but before I had a kid next to me or pushing a stroller, I'd go up to other people with like kids, and I'd be like, "Oh, he's so cute," and they're like, okay,
yeah.
Here, honey.
Don't talk to me unless you have a kid. Yeah, exactly. That's a creeper vibe right there.
Creeper vibe.
Please don't do that.
You carry a stroller with a kid, and they don't even question, like, you know, that's your kid. She is my kid.
Oh, yes, without a doubt.
You can tell by looking at her.
And the beard. But, okay. But yeah, well, I studied child development, and I would have, you know, one of the ideas is you go to parks and do observations, and I'd like have to go with my college badge and just go,
creepy.
It is super creepy. And I'm just like, I really am a student at this university. And
I'm going to be honest with you.
I just want to know.
If you came up to me in a park.
Can I look at your child?
Even with the badge, Eric, if you come up to me and you're like, look, I promise I can be here.
Yeah,
I'll be like, dude,
exactly.
you printed that. That's not.
Yeah.
Leave.
It's it was the 90s. I will say that it was a little
That's a
less
different time.
fearful, but still scary when a 6'4" guy with long hair comes up to you and just goes, "Can I just look at your kid?"
Don't
but
say
anyway,
it like that.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Too. I learned that by the second time.
There it is. Yeah.
Right.
So we have our guest, our
yeah.
just father today,
David
is
Cardenas.
David Cardenas.
Hey.
In the house.
How's it going,
Got
guys?
his Niner gear all set. Love this,
Yes,
man.
it's Sunday.
It's
Yeah.
game day, man.
It's my Sunday best.
You
That's
got to
it.
dress for what you're going for.
Yeah. So, David, walk us through. I mean, you and I have known each other for a few years now, but walk us through what it was like. What was life before kids?
Who were you?
Who were you?
Before kids, I was a teacher,
Yeah.
and that was a big part of who I was. I took a lot of pride in being an excellent educator. But for fun, I used to go hiking all the time.
Yeah.
Like at least every weekend once. Sometimes during the week, I would go hiking in the evenings.
Yeah.
You mentioned looking forward to something during the week. I used to play softball once a week
Yep.
because growing up, sports was everything to me. So
Right.
when I went to college, I played intramurals in college and then got a job teaching and didn't have like something to look forward to. Like, I did a little indoor soccer, outdoor soccer, softball. I played baseball. I played hardball. And when you're like 25, 30 and you're playing against college level guys, you realize you're not going to keep up. So it's tough when you're there once a week and they're playing 6 days a week.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
So,
But you look forward to it. That was
Totally.
but yeah, there was like something to look forward to.
that was where you found like your fun and like connection and just like
Social time.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
But,
then,
like backpacking was the kind of opposite. I did a lot of backpacking in like summers and
Right.
falls.
Like solo backpacking?
I did some solo I think I did 3 or 4 trips solo,
Yeah.
which is not highly recommended among
No, it
a lot
really
of people.
isn't.
But it was, solo backpacking is very different than going with one other buddy because you got to be really comfortable with yourself. You got to be comfortable out in the middle of nowhere because I'd go where there was no phone service.
Right.
And this is before InReach. Now, like my wife, I took my son backpacking this summer. He's gone on 3 trips now. And I have an InReach, which is like a satellite device.
Yeah.
I can send a message to my wife
Sure.
from anywhere in the world
That's
as long as there's sky.
Yeah.
And but
There's
like,
a lot of skies.
Yeah.
when I went solo in California in the Sierra Nevadas, that didn't exist.
No,
So there's like, I know our platform here is being a dad.
Yeah.
Like that's not something I would do now. There's like
Right.
I've become risk averse.
Yeah.
Totally. But you know, right. I was going to say, you know what? It drives this. My next thinking is, how did those solo adventures? Did they prep you in any sense for fatherhood? I mean, you're out on your own.
You are, yeah. You're very much on your own. You need to be confident in yourself and comfortable with yourself making mistakes. So being a young dad, you are going to make mistakes and you got to be okay with that. And you got to know I'm going to make mistakes and that I'm going to learn from it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
They don't define you.
No.
It doesn't define you. Yeah.
And when you're out there by
guess
yourself-
what? When you make mistakes, that's where you learn.
Yes.
100%.
And when you're out there by yourself, I haven't done solo backpacking before, but the idea of it makes sense that like you gotta figure it out. And like I love that you did this, and I want to know like more about like how that shaped maybe what you thought about going into. Did it make any like? Did it inform you on like what you wanted to teach your son when you went out?
Nice.
It did in the way of perseverance.
Right.
I think hiking and backpacking teaches perseverance where like as a teacher, I can, as a teacher and a dad, I want to teach my kids I want them to be confident. I want them to work hard and persevere through difficult challenges. And that lesson, perseverance, I do think hiking and backpacking teaches that, whereas you can't teach it in a classroom. You have to experience.
Yes.
You got to experience challenge and success in order to become confident
Right.
in whatever you're doing. If it's sports or in your academics, you're overcoming difficulty. If it's easy, who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that, and I love also what you were sharing too is that mistakes happen, and you grow from them, and that has been a reoccurrent theme throughout Pappy Hour casts.
Yeah.
And just reminding dads, guess what, guys? We are gonna make a mistake. We are gonna blow it, and you can beat yourself up. But again, if you're hearing this podcast, you've heard so far, everybody has made multiple mistakes, and you hope you're growing from it, and you're hoping, that your kids aren't going to need extra therapy because of you.
There's a good mistake. I have an older sister and 2 younger brothers. My sister had the first of the grandkids, and my sister asked if I wanted to babysit Devin, and he was not even 1. And I loved this kid. I gave him everything. When he turned 1, I bought him this super loud, ridiculous piano thing that my sister was pissed at.
She's so upset.
Right?
Oh my
but
gosh.
I was like, I knew she's going to get me back, but I got to do it anyway. So I babysit him, and he has to have his diaper changed.
Oh, yeah.
And I go to change his diaper. I'm like, well, I know kind of how to do this, but it's not like I took notes last time I saw this being done. So I changed his diaper, and I showed my sister when she gets back. I'm like all proud. Look, I did it. And she's like, it's on backwards.
Yeah, it's on
totally.
back.
Totally. Right.
I'm like,
That's so
what do
funny.
you mean it's on backwards? It's still on his
I mean,
butt.
it's still on though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, is the material in the front any different than the material in the back? Is it? Could someone tell
it's
me?
all
'Cause
uniform.
It's
It's
wider.
uniform.
I think one
Is it
holds.
wider?
I think one may hold urine better,
You're
and the
probably
other
right.
holds ass. But you know what? I don't know.
No, when they're that age, it's all wet.
Yeah, it is.
Holds
It
ass.
is. It's all pretty bad. So that's funny. Yes. Again.
And then, like, the first time, my son's name is Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson, or my wife had to, I don't know, she went out with her friends, and I was watching Jackson for like 6 hours straight or something. And
Your solo
it was
climb,
overnight.
man. Yeah.
She had to go somewhere overnight, like for work, and I had to watch him overnight, and that was my first one. And so I don't know, it was like probably 1 o'clock. He wakes up, he's crying. I go downstairs, I warm up the bottle, come back upstairs, give him the bottle. He's still crying, and the whole thing like topples over because I didn't put it on right. Because a bottle has, I don't know what they're like now, but they had like 4 or 5 parts.
There's a
to
lot
them,
of parts.
right?
Yeah.
And I just put it together incorrectly, and it just spilled out on his face.
And this was
Perfect. On his face.
On his face, and it's like on the chair and
Yeah.
the carpet, on his face, on his
my
clothes.
gosh.
And I'm like, shit, I know I have to go like make a new bottle because I know he's still hungry, and I
Yeah.
got to change him. And
Oh my gosh.
and so I did all that, and I don't know, it was probably an hour or two later,
Yeah.
he went back to sleep. But I laughed at myself like later that night, and I told my wife, and she busted up. She
Yeah,
thought it was
of
great.
course. So
you got to
that's
be able to
funny.
laugh at yourself in those
Without a doubt.
situations.
So here you are. You're going out on these solo things. You meet Tasha, great woman, and change. You've got a partner, and now you're married. You're talking children.
Yeah.
All right. Now you're getting ready to
Yeah.
become a dad. She goes, "Hey, guess what, man? I'm pregnant. What are you thinking?"
I was super excited. We had tried for about a year, and we're almost ready to go to the doctor And I was like 36.
Yeah.
35
Yeah.
when it happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and she's, 33. We're like, okay, it's got to happen. So
Right.
when she told me that she was pregnant, she actually recorded it. She had on video.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
we lost that video.
No.
Oh, no
Because
way.
I was like, are you kidding? Really? I was so excited.
Right.
And I saw the video later. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I think her phone broke.
Oh,
or
my gosh.
she lost it or
Yeah.
but anyway, the video was gone. But
Oh, man.
I remember.
But it's ingrained, man.
It was ingrained. I remember like the jubilation of I'm gonna be a dad because I wanted to be a dad when I
Yeah.
was a young
Really?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, what drove that? Was there something that your father instilled in
Probably
you?
my dad.
Yeah.
I love my dad. I think he's a great dad. He was a great role model. My dad was an engineer, and he taught us sports.
Yeah.
But he worked his butt off. He would get home after dinner most of the time. But during baseball season, he was coaching.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was good at it. I have friends on Facebook who are friends because my dad coached them.
Yeah.
And
They still talk about it.
they loved him.
That's
great.
impressive, man.
He won his first 2 years coaching when we were little.
Nice.
He played college baseball.
Cool.
Nice. Where'd he play?
He played at Sac State.
Sac
Nice.
State.
What position?
He was a center fielder. He was fast.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Fast arm.
But when my dad was born in 42.
Yeah.
He said when he was in middle school, he couldn't buy a glove because he was left-handed.
Oh,
They just didn't exist.
Didn't
Yeah.
know. You
So
got to
he
be a
saved up
his
his money and he bought a glove, and he learned to throw with his right hand.
Oh my
So
gosh.
like today, he eats with his left, he writes with his left, but all sports
All
are
sports
right-handed.
right-handed. Wow. Wow. What a time, right?
I
It was
know.
forced southpaw.
Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah.
forced
but he
right-hander.
made it work.
Yeah.
Like he was
He
like
did.
it didn't stop him from doing the thing that he loved doing. He's like, all right, fine, I'll figure it out.
And again, perseverance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You work through a challenge. Well done.
Sounds like you're passing it down generation. I love to see that
Yeah.
passed down generation to generation.
100%.
So I want to talk about. There's a lot of emotional depth in you, and I
Yeah.
want to hear your story of meeting your kid for the first
Yeah.
time. Your
Yeah.
very first kid. What was that like for you?
Scary.
Yeah, all right.
Say more.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
Yeah, because when my wife and I were dating, we'd hang out with friends. We'd go Thursday and Saturday night were our thing.
Yes.
We'd go out Thursday night.
That's so funny.
Friday Eve,
Hammered
baby.
Friday
Yeah.
morning. I'd
Yeah.
go get up and teach, and everybody's okay with it.
I've met some teachers. You guys need it.
It happens, guys, as educators.
And
Sometimes
then
a Thursday
Saturday
night's good.
we do the same thing, and we would do, we'd have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when Jackson was born, you change.
Right.
You change.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when my wife was pregnant, she was very emotional, and we prepped the bedroom, and I'm like, I wasn't too into it, but I did it because I knew I had to.
Yes, you did.
And then when he's born and I see him and I'm holding him and he goes from crying to stop crying, you like, I don't know, you change, you realize this, I die for this kid.
Yes.
I'd kill for this kid.
Right. Immediately,
Ooh.
right? Immediately.
Yeah.
I'm
without thought.
I'm pretty much. I would consider myself a pacifist to some points, but
Yeah.
when my daughter got here, I'm like, I would murder. I would murder someone.
Please let me
Don't
murder
mess.
for you.
I didn't realize I had that inside of me, but it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, was there anything? I want to know the birth story. Like, if you're okay
Yeah.
with talking about
Okay.
it. What was it like? Like, did everything go as planned? Were
No.
you? Okay.
We had a doula. We had hired a doula and our doula was on vacation when Tasha went into labor.
Yeah.
So we had somebody who we didn't know at all. Like you meet your doula, and the reason we had a doula in the first place because we didn't have like somebody close to us to support.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay.
Were you guys living in California at the time?
We were in San Jose.
San Jose.
yeah.
So were you any family around, or was it just you
My
guys?
my parents are around. My family is around, but she's not as comfortable around them.
Yeah.
So that wasn't going to happen.
Sure.
Right.
yeah.
Doula makes
So-
sense.
so
but
it
doula's
makes
on
sense.
vacation.
The
Right.
doula's on vacation.
So
we had
already a
sub
curveball.
doula. You know, we had 2 puppies, 2 dogs, and one of them knew it was going to happen. Like Tasha was going to bed. The dog was like freaking out on her stomach. It was
Wow.
creepy. We were
Wow.
like, this is weird. Peanut doesn't usually do this.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
then, like, literally an hour later, she started,
Mm-hmm.
and we stayed up all night till after traffic hour. We learned a lot
Right.
after this first one.
Oh boy.
So
As you do.
the doula
Yeah.
came over at like 3 a.m, and probably like 7:30, we had to get on the road, and we're
Yeah.
like, well, shit, now the road's jam-packed.
Jam packed.
In
It's
San
rush hour
Jose,
San Jose. You either
So-
280, 101, or
Please
17,
don't tell
and
me
you're
that
stuck.
your baby was delivered in
20
traffic.
no, thank God. 15-minute drive ended up being like 35, 40,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
for my wife was hell.
Yes.
And I remember her water broke like right there. I don't know if she was in the car or just stepped out of the
Stepped
car,
out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
but it was like right there.
Oh
and
my gosh.
so like with the second one, we knew, okay,
Peanut acted up. It was time to
we're
get to the
gonna-
hospital.
I think we got to the hospital at 6 in the morning because
Yeah.
it was like similar timing. It was like
Mm-hmm.
11 p.m. drive at 7:30. 11 p.m. Oh, we'll drive at 5:30 to
Yes.
5.
Yeah,
Right.
So-
yeah.
And
That's smart.
the first one, our plan was no epidural.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's try for natural.
Right.
So she, they gave her a bath, and they
Yeah.
had that
Love it. The
big
ball.
ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And
Switching positions, back
switching
and
positions,
forth.
yes.
Yeah.
And it was nothing worked.
How long was
Right.
the labor?
I think it was a total of 17 or
Oof.
19. I don't know. She would know.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. You're not.
But,
But-
a lot of hours.
It was
This
a
is
lot
a
of hours.
safe place.
And then they were like, okay, we're going to give you, do you want the epidural? And she's like, yes.
Yeah.
Give me.
Yeah.
And she hates needles. Like
Sure.
when she was young, she used to pass out from almost looking at a needle.
Yep.
Even today, like my kids have food allergies and they have to get their blood drawn yearly,
She's got to
basically.
look away, I bet.
She has to either look away or she gets lightheaded.
Mm-hmm.
So like this summer, July, she said like it's lightheaded. So
Oh,
she
yeah.
gets the epidural, and I take a nap because she's
Yeah.
sleepy.
Yeah.
And she went from like 3 centimeters to 9.5 centimeters
goodness.
just in like
Just like
a
that.
really quick amount of time. So afterwards we're like, well, why didn't we do that?
Do that in the beginning, yes. Right.
The
And
best
Lessons
intentions.
And
learned,
guess
baby.
what?
Lessons learned.
can't even feel it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she starts pushing, and pushing was like over an hour. And
Oh.
my wife is strong
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
And she's like holding her breath, pushing and turning purple. I'm like,
Yeah.
honey, you're turning purple. You need to breathe. I know it's like cliche to tell you to breathe, but you're not breathing.
Did she punch you in the neck at that
I
moment?
think she wanted to.
Throat chop.
So because we kept telling her, oh, we see the head, and then it would go back.
Oh, right.
And
Psych.
then his numbers all dropped.
Yeah.
boy.
And the doctor's like, okay, we need a vacuum.
Uh.
They get the vacuum,
Yeah.
pull him out, and then she goes, oh, that's because the umbilical cord was wrapped on his neck.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
We're like, ugh.
Ugh.
Well, that's why he kept going back in.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, guys,
Is it yo-yo?
please help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
But when he came out, that sealed it for me.
Yeah.
You're a dad.
Yeah.
You are no longer number one.
No.
And
There are no solo hikes.
there are no more solo hikes. Not
No.
since then.
Oh my God.
That's
Yeah.
great. I love seeing the smile on your face when you talk about this.
Right.
This is great. So life since that moment, and you've had what, another kid since
I
then?
have one more. Yeah.
One
Yeah,
more kid?
Jordan. Yeah.
And you guys moved from California, to Colorado.
Yep. They were 3 and 5 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like? What's life for the last 5 years? What's
Uh,
dadhood been like for you?
I love being a dad. I
Yeah.
think, it's I think I will remember as the greatest years of my life. My kids are young and I get to hang out with them and mold them. They still want to hang out with me.
Right.
Somebody pointed that out
Yeah.
because I don't think it'll always be that way, right?
Yeah.
Jackson is 11 and he's kind of at that point where he's like, you don't
Yeah.
have to hang out with
I
me
got
and
this.
my friends.
Right.
I'm good.
You don't have to walk me to the door.
I'm
Dad.
ready for
Yeah.
my solo hike, Pops.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I could see him doing that because he's a confident kid
Yeah, he
great.
is.
for 11, and he's a quick learner.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What's the toughest part?
the
You-
toughest
you
part.
guys, you guys have experienced some real difficult things.
I think, it's the past few years have been tough for me and the family, me particularly because of my job. Like I thought I would be a teacher and not have to worry about losing my job. I was teacher of the year twice in San Jose.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And I know I'm good as an instructor teaching. And I know that in education, males are sought after, good quality ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so in 3 years, though, I was pushed out of 2 different schools, which is horrible. But
It's awful.
It's a burden on my family. It's a burden on us financially. I don't have a job right now. And there's comfort when I'm in the kids' school. My kids both have life-threatening food allergies. We have made 5 trips to the ER for my kids.
Yep.
EpiPen them. I EpiPenned. That was, I'll tell you that story too, but giving an EpiPen to my son Jordan when he was not even 1 year old
Oh my God.
was scary as shit, emotional, and it changes you
Yeah.
because
Without a
you're
doubt.
like, this could have killed my kid.
Right.
I could have lost this thing that I would have died for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yet you're still here. You still talk about them with a smile on your face. But listen, this is what I do this for. Pappy Hour is about getting fathers to talk about things that are hard and things that are beautiful and all the things in between, because we as men, a lot of times we don't talk about this stuff. And if we can talk about it in a space that emotions can really overwhelm you and they can bog you down. But the one thing that I hope to instill in Stella is that emotions are there's space for all of them, right? And there's signals and things that can teach us how to navigate this life that can be really scary. So I want you to share as much as you're comfortable sharing, but tell me how it's shaped you and how it's changed you and how it's made you a better human being, and how your love has kept you holding on even when it's really tough.
Yeah, I mean, before kids, I was a risk taker. My family knows me as a risk taker. I did skydiving. I swam with sharks.
That's cool.
Solo backpacking.
Yeah.
All
you
with
know,
a smile on your
meeting
face
bears,
too. Yeah.
meeting bears,
Meeting bears
in the wild.
Yeah.
Like this was exciting.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
adrenaline.
Just choosing to
But
go
like,
after it.
when you have, you know, I have my two boys. You know, I'm gonna change to live longer. I want to be healthy simply to be around longer with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to set them up for success financially, in their brain, help mold them, because I feel like my dad helped mold me in positive ways, built confidence in me. Financially, they set us up for success. One thing my grandma and grandpa did when the four of us were each born was they gave us PG&E stock,
What?
$5,000 each.
Wow.
In the day.
In
Wow.
the day we were born, and they basically said you can use this for college when you're old enough. And my grandparents were extremely poor. They literally came here from China on boats, and they didn't even come here together. It was like my grandpa came first, my grandma came second, and this is like, as a teacher, I used to share this story with my students that they were, first of all, they had an arranged marriage in China, and they came here in the early 1900s, 1920, around there, and they lived in a shack, basically, that he built. The two of them, my mom's parents, had zero school in their life. So, and they came to America to make a better life. Their life in China was in a fishing village, and they would work the crops and make enough for the village to eat, and the excess became profit. Sell in the big city. And so when they came here, they had no education. My grandpa became a barber off the Delta, Sacramento Delta, and small town. And my grandma, they had 6 kids, and she worked in the fields. She was a field worker.
Wow.
And they saved money. So, of course, my mom saves money like ridiculous.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's who she came from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grew
And
up in a similar household.
and then
yes.
when they told me that my grandparents gave us $5,000, I'm like, that's ridiculous. They had
Right.
a 2-bedroom house for 6 children, and the barbershop was downstairs. I have a picture of my grandpa giving me a haircut when I was like 5 years old. And but it showed me that, number one, you can do anything if you have the will to.
Yes.
And you can save, and you should save. And guess what? My wife and I, we don't save.
Yeah, right.
we are doing fine financially.
Right,
I think we're looking at retirement. I think that's something that this show could talk about with dads.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But we didn't save like my grandparents.
Yeah. But I think the sentiment of like always wanting better for your kids than you had is something that I hear in like some of my favorite movies, and like something that like I talk with my brothers and my dad about. And we want our kids to have better, and that seems like it's kind of a common theme
Right.
in your family as well.
I think one of the things that stands out to me, David, is really your theme has been perseverance.
Yeah.
And how important that's been. You've been able to look at your grandparents, your immediate family with your parents, and you're looking at your kids and going, okay, this is how I'm trying to instill this. Are there words you say? Are there phrases? Is there something so it's not that they're getting a big head when there's a success, or when they're struggling that you're not going in and taking care of it yourself? What is the kind of language you might use to build perseverance, build that drive in there so that a kid's like, you know what? I can do this, or I'm going to do this.
That's great.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's particular verbiage that we use or I use when I realize it after the fact. Like, we go backpacking, we did this hike. We camped at 11,000 feet. We went up to a 12,000 foot lake. Fished unsuccessfully there, but it was fun to talk with him afterwards and say, hey, that was a hard hike. I couldn't breathe, right? And he said, yeah, that was tough, and I want him to recognize it was tough. You could do it. We went with one of his best friends and his dad, and all four of us are in pretty good shape. His friend plays competitive hockey, and my son plays competitive soccer. So their lungs are way better than the
Their
dad's.
lungs are more elastic for sure.
But he knows, he can feel it. Like, we went up this one steep section. It was like, you look up at it and you go, I don't know if I want to do that. That looks painful. And it was painful. And you just go one step at a time.
100%.
But it's all listen, you get bogged down in all the metaphors that you can get out of like life, but that's life, man. That's life.
It is.
You look at something like going to college and you're like, it's 4 years. It's like all these essays and homework.
Money.
And
Yeah.
I
Money,
just did
for sure.
high school and money. But it's a hill. It's another hill to climb, and you can do it. You can do hard things. Absolutely.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh my gosh, David, this has
been fantastic. Appreciate
fantastic. You took us to some high highs and some lows, and like everywhere in between. And like, thank you for going there.
Right.
Thank you for being here. If we do a Pappy Hour camping trip, hike,
You're our guy.
you're our
Okay.
guy.
You're
I got some spots.
beautiful.
Please.
Beautiful. All right, so we typically end. I gave you a slight heads up. Do you have a dad joke that maybe you'd like to
I
give?
remember
Share it to us.
Okay.
Okay. Have you heard about the newest pirate movie coming out?
No.
It's rated R.
Yes. It's an R-rated movie. Dan. Yep, saw that one coming. It's like, that's why I said no. That's excellent. David, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you coming in here and
thanks
doing
for having
this.
me
I mean,
here.
seriously.
It's awesome, Eric.
It's been great.
I loved also, Lucas, that you picked up, because I was really feeling it inside. You bring a great emotion to this, and it spoke in your eyes and your hesitations. Your willingness to share all that was really appreciated, and I think a lot of dads are going to appreciate that because they'll pick up on it.
Yeah.
All right, well, geez, thank you guys all so much, and thank you all for listening.
All right, we'll see you guys
Thanks
next
for having
time.
me, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah.
You only get one spin around this rock. You only have so many days until it stops. And how you show up for your kids, well, that's your superpower. You might not know it now, but this is your Pappy Hour. Pappy Hour, let's talk it out. What's it like? What's life all about? Oh, Pappy Hour, say your piece. Laugh at yourself, slap your knee.